Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are going to do something a little bit different. In the past, we have done Make It Mondays that were a little bit more structured. We're going to show you guys what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and you guys come out the end learning a little bit of something, but also you guys get to work on something on your own because we also share the assets, things like that. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to try to get back to my roots of being a little bit more creative, trying things when I think about it and as I think about it. So today what we're going to do is kind of like a design hangout. I am planning to, as a lot of gamers, a lot of game enthusiasts have gotten into playing or just watching a lot of Palworld stuff. And I was just like, because we are Wix Studio masterminds here in our channel and on the New Form platform, or in the New Form community that is a Wix Studio specific and design community, we were just like, their platform or their website is built on Wix Studio in the Wix platform, so might as well try to see what we can do in the platform, maybe share it with them, see what happens, so on and so forth. So with that said, we're really just going to have like a tea time and tutorial today. Not really a tutorial, but we're going to kind of go through some of the photos that I took, some of the assets that I have prepared, some that I have not prepared, and some of the inspiration as well, and just try to see, you guys get to kind of see me fumble, me try to work things out, and try to make some new inspiring things. I've gotten a little, I want to learn too, so this is like my playground time as well. But I also wanted to say hello to you guys. I'm rusty at live streaming, guys. I'm like, where is the chat? I have everything in in OBS, but I am trying to see. Give me a hot second, guys. I'm like, how did I forget my own where the channel is? All right, there we go. But I want to say hi to you guys. How are you doing? And if you're here to just silently hang, that's fine too. Let me see. A lot of what we're going to be using this content for is, once we create something, or once I create something, try to share the assets that I've finally used for the actual final output that I've created, share that with you guys, and also create smaller videos and tips, tricks, whatever. As you guys are watching, you find something interesting, and if you are curious about some of the process, feel free to ask about them. So let me see really quick. Finally found the chat. Let me pop that out real quick, and then we'll get to the designing. But I want to ask really quick, how are you guys doing? How was the weekend? What's happening? It's been a while since we have done this sort of format. And give me a quick second as well here. I was trying to be timely more than anything. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so with that said, let's begin. So as I mentioned, I didn't really have too much planned. I just got a whole bunch of different, if you guys are not familiar with Palworld, whether you guys are watching this now or you're watching this later, this is the website right here. This is the current website from the brand Pocket Pair. They have a couple other a couple other games other than Palworld. They have Nevergrave, Craftopia, and I think a few more, such as the Art Imposter and Over Dungeon. But this is what they kind of put together on Wix. They have some cool stuff going on here, but I think we can do so much better. So I'm going to try to modernize them a little bit, try to see what we can do with some of the video assets that they have in here, and yeah, just have fun. I think that's the most important thing for me today. Hello, Nina. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out as always. But let's see. Honestly, my favorite thing that I saw today, and this is by let's see. I don't even think, basically there is this agency that I absolutely love on Dribble. They're called Horizon. I don't have the link for you guys, but I saw this really cool thing that he produced, and I was like, this is something, it kind of has like an Apple feel, but also that bento box sort of feel that, people have been producing here. And I was like, you know what, it would be really cool. And I was kind of fighting with myself whether or not I wanted to do the homepage of Pocket Pair, where they are showcasing all of their gaming projects, or if I just wanted to do the Palworld version. So I guess what we're going to figure out is which way I actually want to go today, and kind of just playing around. So I'm going to be like going in and out. It might be a lot of quiet time. But I'm really going to just try to recreate some of these rectangles, some of these assets and things like this to begin. So if you guys know me, I'm the copy designer, man. Like, I am not the one to, what's it call it? I don't really create a lot of stuff from, I think it's hard to create a lot from the mind. I prefer to, what's it call it? I kind of prefer to see what other people have done and then try to get my own little, try to do my own piece. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna finish this out in Adobe XD, or excuse me, I don't know why I said that. In Wix Studio. But I am not gonna lie to you. I am still such a noob at Figma. Like, it is not at all my favorite tool of choice. You know what? I might even try to do something a little bit easier for myself, my life. I'm trying to think. I literally was trying to YouTube how to do. I've done this before, this piece here, but it's just such a pain. So I think I'm just gonna start off the rectangles, get my assets in, and just go from there. So let me see. I'm actually gonna delete this. I got my rounded stuff, and I'm just gonna start organizing it on. Actually, I think I started to do it here already. My favorite part is like this sort of like gradiented, sort of highlighted menu. And this is where I was like, do I want to do the icons? Like, for example, I was like, maybe I could do, what is this brand? Let me pull these down here so I don't continue to forget. But I was like, Pocket World, if I just took this as the logo, just these pieces here, had it here, and had this as one game, this as another game, and maybe just the trailers down here. I feel like that's kind of what I wanted to do. We don't have to do these pieces, and then maybe this could be like, because if we look at the website, and I think that's what I might do, is I might just try to wireframe some stuff out really quick, because the main important pieces here, oopsies. If we're looking at the menu, we've got job and news and about us, and then the rest of them are just games. Palworld, Nevergrave, Craftopia, and more. And I was thinking, instead of having those these as menu items, right? They're kind of these images here. So let me see. And you know, I haven't even picked, like, we're gonna kind of do wireframe-esque slash because I haven't even picked typography, man. So we're gonna play about. Yeah, I really, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do miss Adobe XD. Things were so much easier. Or for me, I think it's when you have, like, it's that muscle memory. Like, everything was so much easier. I knew how to make all the rounded corners, and then when, like, even stuff like this, when you have to combine stuff, like, it's a lot different. Like, in XD, I could just double click in here. It didn't, like, maybe it's just, okay. Let me see. Let me try something. I'm just upset that the way that things operate are not the same. And it's a little upsetting. Alright, anyways. Alright, boom, boom, boom. We got the 3 games, and let me see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab some assets for those. But I'm trying to think, what would I put icon-wise over here? So let me just take a look at this really quick. So we have, these are the trailers available on Steam. Got 100 different pals. So I wonder if we could do a icon for videos. Dun, dun, dun. Got building bases, open world PV. Okay. Nina, I am excited to see my design too because I have no idea what I'm about to do. Let me see what. I think they're probably just using basic Helvetica on here. It's not too much of a very. Let me go to. It just says title font, but what is it? Montserrat. Okay, interesting. Maybe socials and gaming platforms. Yeah, I think so. I think that could be pretty easy. I think maybe this, maybe their logo. So let me just play around with that. So instead of these here, maybe we can pop these to be vertical. Oopsies. How did this get out of here? All right, let me take this. Let me ungroup this. And grab these. Shift A. Why is it only framing 1, 2, 3, 4 auto layout, and it's only doing, guys, I don't know what's going on. All right, let me close this real quick, open back up. Yeah, Figma, like with auto layout, other stuff, like the thing that I really struggle with is creating assets in Figma. When it comes to layouts and stuff, I'm pretty good in Figma, but when it comes to like, you ask me to do and build assets in there, not the best. And let me see. Yeah, that's odd. All right. We'll just group it for now. That's a pain. Yeah, because what I would do is just auto lay them out and just turn them to be vertical. But for some reason, it's not allowing me to do that. So I'm going to pop these in here, actually bring them to the top. So I think we can bring these in here. All right, those will be over there. I think we're also going to make these a tad smaller. They don't need to be that large. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to grab this logo here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open Photopea, which is basically Photoshop in Figma. I'm gonna crop this so I just get this piece, and I am going to lock the transparency, and I'm essentially going to turn all of this white. Save, close it out, and there we go. I'm just going to shrink this, not flip it, shrink it. Drag this over to our menu piece here. And if you guys, obviously what I would do here, this is really pixelated, so I wonder if I could probably pull this into, if I save this and pulled it into Illustrator to actually get a vector. Let me go ahead and export this really quick. Actually, I'm going to give it a name. We're going to call this Pocket Pair. And we are going to do, let's call it Pocket Pair logo. Export that puppy. And we're going to open up Illustrator. One thing that I really found is really odd is like, I don't know why I have all the years worth of like illustrators, like 22, 23, 24. It's a lot. And I'm like, are they all like separate profiles? Like, do they get deleted? I have no idea. So we're just gonna pop this open. We're gonna see if we can get very quickly a Vector. Okay. We're just gonna close that and do new. I don't really care what. We'll just create this really quick because we're just gonna import our logo here. Boom. And I am going to, let me see if I remember. Image trace. Here we go. Oh, lame. I think I need it in a color. Let me do. Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna pop open photo P. I'm gonna make this black. You know what? Let me try this. I am going to pull in. Where's our Figma? I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna get the Pocket Pal. Okay, I'm gonna actually go to the website here real quick. I'm gonna copy, save image as. I'm gonna save that, and that's what I'm gonna pull into Illustrator. There we go. Boom, image trace, and we are going to mess with this setting here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Subject, scene, icon. That is not a good trace at all. Properties panel. Icon, image trace. Well, that is not pixel perfect. That's like trash. Let me see. Image trace, release, expand. Make. There used to be a window for the image trace, and I'm assuming that's what this is. It's been such a hot minute since all this stuff has. It's been a lot of updates. So let me do. Much love, DLL Tech. You're pixel perfect. I appreciate you, my friend. How you doing, by the way? All right, there we go. Saltar, I can do it for you if you want to focus on the website. Oh, yo, what's going on, West? I actually wouldn't mind. That would actually be really cool. I appreciate it. There's, well, first off, I found this what I was looking for. And now let me see. Wait. Preset. Let's do 3 colors. No, actually, we're gonna just do black and white. I lied. Black and white. Tracing results. Outlines. Source image. Tracing results. Yeah, this is not as good as I remember. Maybe it's the quality of the image I'm pumping in there is not good, and therefore the results are not the best. What's going on, Jay? Oh, dang, you haven't found who you're looking for social? Is that what you're referring to or not? And by the way, I'm just totally going to like. I wish they had an SVG themselves, so I could totally just steal it. I'm just like, this is not. Like, Control Z like this entire thing and see if I can just recreate it myself and just get the. Just call it a day. Let's see. We might. Let's just give it a try. And I think I'll probably be more successful in Figma with this. So I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. Boom. 1. I'm so used to the whatchamacallit, the flipping. Can I flip this? Right click, flip horizontally, thank you. Pop that in there. I'm just gonna make it like a quick square. The one thing I'm like trying to do this like haphazardly. I just hope that if the people who made this website ever see this and they're like, that's not what the logo looks like, listen, y'all just needed an SVG so we could do our thing. But there was no SVG. Alright. We're gonna scale, rotate this. Boom. Duplicate it. Make it a little bit smaller. Select both. Oh god. Figma's been doing this to me lately. I can't click these things, so I'm gonna close this real quick. Open it back up. It happened to me twice today. Thank you, Nina. Hopefully that will be of use. So I'm gonna do intersect, no, not the intersect, the opposite of intersect. Exclude, there we go. Let me click this, scale this in just a little bit. All right, so we got our one piece here. Cool. We're gonna take this, we are going to unify them. We're gonna duplicate this. And we are gonna flip it down. Where is our vertical? There we go. We're just gonna place this here. And now I'm gonna duplicate this way. Vertical, I'm gonna scale it down like this. Pull this up. Scale it one more time. Duplicate, Control D. Flip vertical. Duplicate. And I am just gonna steal this for down here. Crikey! Swear, I'm trying to get it like centered and it's not centering like at all. Okay. Let's scale this down just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna scale this down like one time. Something in there. Guys, I feel so rusty. This I feel like it should be. It's been a hot minute, man. It's like I took vacation. Oy. Center this, that's fine. But now I need these things centered. Okay, that's okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I'm gonna group. That's a group. This needs to be in a group. This whole thing needs to be in a group. And that's fine. So I'm gonna select all these puppies, minus the background piece. I'm gonna move it down here. And I feel like I want a little bit more space here. I know their I'm not sure if their logo touches like that. This is just, you know, how pixelated the thing is. They can yell at me in a DM if they want. But actually, let me check to see if Nina actually. I know she did, but let me pull this over here. All right, Nina. Sweet. All right, cool. So this is a much better. Thank you, Nina. I'm gonna copy this. Let me open the link. Yes, visit site, please. That is not that. Okay, let me open it again. Oh, it's downloading it. Okay. Whoopsies. All right, let's see what has transpired. All right, let's pull this out here. Oh, that's much better. Let's see what happens with this. Let's try to pop this into. All right, image trace. Much better. Ta-da. Okay. All right, let me. All right, now how do I actually make? Let's go to our window. I got that raspy voice today. Okay, image trace. Can I finish this? All right, expand. There we go. Cool. This looks a little iffy in there, but for the most part, we're okay. So I'm gonna delete. No. Christ. Expand ungroup. Thank you, sire. But how? Let me. Is it release? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Aha! Alright. There we go. Thank you, my friend. Alright, so that's white. We don't want that. I'm just going to delete all that. Some of this is still, I can tell just by looking at it, like this side of the heart is fatter than the other or something. I might honestly just keep what I made, but I like this one. So let me see if I can. Where did I put everything? Did I make it in, oh, made it right here. What in the Jesus? This was not there. What happened? Guys, I can't do it, I swear. And how did this get broken? Oh. Alright, let's hope. Okay. Crikey! And why is that centered? That's not centered at all. I just want... Okay, we'll deal with this in a second. Everybody on Instagram makes it look so easy. Alright, let me delete this. Let me Control D. Make it smaller. Exclude. Alright, that looks a little better. But the thing is like these are like a pixel off. Oh, you did? Oh, snaps. Let me see. Let me check the Discord. West. Let's see. Oh, you. Oh, snap. Where did you get the SVG? Was it online? And if it was, I'm so sorry for everybody who just like watched me waste like 25 minutes of your time trying to make this shit. Wow. I apologize in advance heavily. No, I think this is, I mean, it's like these two, they look right. We just gotta arrange them properly. Oh, you made it in Illustrator? Oh, okay. These two look about right. I'm trying to think. I'm like, is there a way I can like, guys, listen, it's okay. We're gonna fake it till we make it, okay? They can scream at us later. The only thing that's really bothering me is this. This piece, because it's not falling in line. Like if you see how it's like 1 pixel off. Trash. Alright, what I'm gonna try to do is do this. There is a way to like tidy it up, but yeah. Do not follow my footsteps here, guys. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna steal these and we'll move on. Because I don't want to do another 20 minutes of exploration of this. But I appreciate you guys, for those of you who, especially, like this was basically it right here, these two. But the thing that really is, like, the struggle bus is, like, getting them to actually touch and shit. Let me see, so pocket parent and there. All right, we're gonna just turn this off because maybe we'll actually use that a little bit later. We're going to select all these puppies that we made, 1, 2, 3, group it, move this up. It really bothers me because I can see with my eyes this shit right here. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Yeah, and this here too. Yeah, and these two. Honestly, I shouldn't even be moving things like this. This is like not with proper time and on a proper project, this is not at all how you move what you're trying to move. But I'm literally, just because you know what, let's do this. I know I was like not another dime, another cent of, what is it, pocket pair? Nina probably did all of this already. Yeah, so she probably grabbed this one. SVG. That's probably just the logo. Tragic. All right, yeah, I'm leaving it alone, guys. I'm leaving it. I promise. Okay. So we've got these puppies. We have our social. What is this? Our social bits. We're gonna leave them down here. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, there's probably not a. There's not another one. So we're gonna add a couple more things. We're gonna add a. So what I want to do here is I want to make a rectangle. It's actually going to be outside of this menu here. There we go. I'm gonna bring it to the back. I'll bring it up 1 because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align all the content that I'm gonna reduce the opacity just a little bit so you can see what's going on. Because I'm gonna align all the content. So these things here, I'm gonna align it to the center of this box. Same thing with Palworld here. Center it to this box. And let's figure out kind of like the menu. I really want to try to turn Palworld and kind of get these colors and stuff in there. So let's get our placeholder stuff in here. So I'm just gonna pull this in here, our little boxes. So you got 1, 2, select them both. Push them behind everything except, let's bring this back in. Okay, Palworld will be right here. And we are going to grab, I'm going to shrink this a little bit. So we got this, I'm going to make this like half. So what is this? This is, I wonder if I can just do divided by 2. Perfect. So I'll just grab these. And we are going to start playing around. Let's actually make sure this is inside the frame. And we're going to try to go 4 across. And let me see. I'm feeling a little bit old. I know there's like in XD, I simply could just like do like Control R and then very simply like drag out how many repeated things I wanted. But now I'm just like, feel like I have to do Alt and drag. But I know there's a shortcut. But I do not know. Alright, I'm just going to. Why can't I touch this? Alright. I'll just drag this out just a little bit more. I might actually smaller. So let's see. And I always like to sometimes, because I like to see what other people are doing, I sometimes just drag a big process thing of mine. Like for example, as I mentioned, I found this on Dribble by this guy. If you guys just popped in, his dribble name is Off Original from the Horizon agency. And what I like to do is I get the screenshot, but essentially I just create a frame the same size as what I'm working on here. and I put the screenshot inside of that, and so that if I need like asset sizes or whatever, I can put them on top to get like the accurate sizes. I don't know what the hell happened to these cards. They actually like stopped being bendy, so I'm just going to, why in the hell does it still exist? Delete, please. So I'm just going to stretch out a new one, probably right about here. Get them to bend how I want. That's pretty similar. All right, we're good. And I'm going to use these puppies instead. Make sure that they're actually in the frame. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with these, because I think, all right, those are fine, but I want to make sure that they're actually close to the radius of this. Or maybe I might just copy what the radius of this is. So Control X, click my frame, Control V, and I am just going to duplicate this a couple times, holding Alt. And one more. Okay. Just make sure that all these are, I'm going to do an auto layout. Thank you, West. I see another word. Let me see what you got here, bud. Where is Figma? All right. All right, this is number 2. There we go. Those are clean, dude. Very nice. Let's go ahead and try that. I'm gonna duplicate these. Yeah, this looks about right. I do want. Can I just select all these and just do white? My bad. Cool. Awesome, Wes. I appreciate that, man. This is sick. Oopsies. All right, I'm gonna scale that. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna duplicate this frame, and I'm gonna plop it right on top of this. So frame within a frame, holding Shift and Alt to scale. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. All right, much better than my shenanigans. That was trash. Okay. Of course, man. Well, thank you for the help, man. I'm not sure about the stream. We're kind of just playing around, seeing what happens. The next thing is, let's see. So we have the job news, and we're still gonna figure out what type of font we want to play with. But I'm thinking there probably should be a search bar potentially. And maybe what I'm thinking, maybe these can be. Let me get some content on here though. I want to try to get one of these things up there, but I'm not sure entirely how I would do that. But let me go ahead and just go to the website really quick. I'm just going to download some of the assets they have for their games. So they got Overdungeon. I'm going to copy that image, and we'll clean it up. We'll just paste it in here. Why didn't it paste? Control Z. Paste. Where is it at? Oh, I see. So let's just go to each one of their games. So we're gonna do Nevergrave first. We're gonna steal some assets from here. Cool, Nevergrave, paste. Why? Oh, that's just the logo. Okay. Let me see if I can get the actual background here. All right, copy, open a new tab. Copy image, let's roll back. Why? Okay. We're in here. Control X. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna select both of these, we're gonna mask. And there we go. So we got one. We're gonna grab that logo, copy image. Oops. Make sure we're in the mask group. Oopsies. We got Nevergrave. Maybe we want to add a little bit of a buffer between the logo and the image. So let's go something like that. And maybe we'll do something a little bit more of like a purple. And we'll probably get some glow in there too. Everything's really gray. We're just trying to figure out like where the content is going, things like that, and we'll slowly get everything in order. But I just want to see like it's like painting. It's like what's supposed to go here? It's gonna be really ugly at first. So we got Nevergrave, Craftopia. And out of curiosity, have any of you guys played these games? If so, what was it like? Yo, what's going on, Jake? How you doing, man? Long time no see. What is happening in your side of the woods? I think I'm gonna just steal. What we'll do on Wix is we'll actually like plop this video in here. But let me do. What was this called? This is called Craftopia. I'm just gonna grab an image. Craftopia. Let's go to images. And I think we might just take this one. I hear that. I hear the no time piece, man. We gotta pick our battles. All right, boom. I'm gonna select. Oopsies. Control Z, Control Z. I'm actually gonna ungroup this mess really quick. Ungroup. Why is this? What? It's like this isn't a frame. What's going on here? This is subtract. Why is this a subtract? Ungroup that. This is just weird. Whatever. Let's just try to use this mask. I don't know why this is making it so difficult. What the fuck? It's like it duplicated these things and it shouldn't have. All right, whatever. So we're here. 1, 2, make mask. All right. And obviously we need to scale this down. We'll pull this up. I hear you on the work, man. What are you working on exactly? And I know for this one, the logo isn't like large enough, which could be getting to readability problems. So we might actually, in the long term, we might actually have to scale these rectangles up. And we're just gonna grab one last one just for the 3. So we have, let's do the AI imposter one, because I just think it looks funny. So I'll just copy this. Let's go back to Figma. Bop. All right, so I think this is just the logo. Okay, and let us get the image back here. And just copy that, paste, select this, use mask. Scale this down, pull it up towards the rectangle that we want it in, and it is upside down. Okay. And I feel like that represents the game pretty well. So we'll just stick this little spot. And we are going to plop the logo on top of it. Bring it to the top here. We're also going to make sure that this is inside. So we're going to hit Control X, click on our mask, paste this in, make sure it's in there, and make sure it is horizontally centered. Okay. Cool. All right, so we have our 3. We eventually will play with what we have. Like there's a little bit of a light sort of action here. We might play with that. We might need to find a GIF, especially when we get into Wix, where like the loading sort of thing. Maybe what we'll do, I'm not entirely sure how we'll do that, but what we could do for now is leave it. We'll figure. We could always put that in design, but I think what we need to figure out that we can actually do functionally in Wix is what we're gonna have over here. I do need to figure out, because this is really gray right now, and also we shouldn't have, like for example, this black thing is only here. It was only a placeholder. I just needed to see like what my content was going to be and not get distracted by what was back here. So let me actually make this 2 size. So we have this here, and I'm going to continue to drop the opacity here. And I think what we'll also do is we might make this a gradient. So at the top, let's see, top is, we're going to actually flip this. So it's darker at the bottom and it's lighter at the top. And so now we get some of this gradient action coming in over here. And I want to do, so we want job, news, and about us. I wonder. Thinking. Because we have, so we have these, right? We have job, or maybe we don't even need icons. Maybe we just have, maybe they're just like this. They're left aligned. Maybe they have icons in front of them. Obviously, they would need to be tidied up. But I gotta figure it out. Do you, and also, you know, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to just shout them out. Because I'm also like, I don't really. My brain is doesn't always know. So just playing around with some stuff. And I feel like that's like the hardest part of design, where it's just like, what direction do I want to go, you know? Okay. So one of the things I really like about this is there's a strong contrast between the actual cards and the background themselves. And so what I think is important for us to do in here too is actually start to get content in the cards so we can start playing around with the colors. I'm just trying to think what could be. I'm gonna just pop these up so that they're a little bit more. I'm gonna make so everything is about 16. But I really would like to have icons instead of wording. I know words obviously are, you know, usability is important, but I would like to just for the fun of it, you know. And I'm gonna do an actual line here. Make it white so there's some separation. And maybe we'll drop it. Yeah, we'll drop down the opacity a little bit. It doesn't need to be a hard. Can I click, please? Can I get a click? 25. See in Adobe XD. No, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave it alone. All right, so I have some, and I'm not even sure if I want to use these specific images. Like I was looking, let me copy this, and we might actually get into Photoshop and stuff later today too, because I've been wanting to edit some of the images that I have actually. God Christ, can we actually like properly get in here? Use this mask. All right, wait. Let me get in here. Let's scale that puppy. Oh, you know what? What do I want to do? That image needs to be like an action-packed image, not like either something like this or like this, something like this. It can't be boring. So maybe we'll rock it like this at first. So we'll click in to the image. Can I replace? All right, we'll place the image there. Alrighty, we'll rock with that. Jake says, my main thing, sales, haven't been able to work on my design stuff. Dude, well, good luck to you on the design or on the sales stuff, man. And hopefully you get more time to actually do some of the sales. I know it's not always fun having to just stick with one thing. Especially when it's just like you don't have time for your passions. It sucks a little bit. And I did get some of these cutouts from the game website already. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe what we could do here is, and it might be interesting actually when we get onto the Wix website, getting some parallax stuff happening. I'm just going to try to see if I can get some of him outside of the, I just got to size them right. Facts indeed. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to crop this guy. So I'm going to double click this, go to, instead of fill, we're going to go to crop, and I'm just going to crop him to the size of this card. Because all I essentially wanted was his tusk to be out. Here we're going to pull up Palworld in front. We are going to, this is where I kind of think that the darkening of the background is really important, because we want to emphasize the actual edge of the cards. We don't want the cards to get lost. So I'm going to go back to our little gradient here. I might pull this up just a little bit and actually make it a little bit darker than we have. I like the, how is it not 100%? Ah, this is why I think. Let me Control Z that really quick. So this says 100% pass through. What's going on here? 100%. Oh, did. Okay. So the gradient wasn't. Can I please just like set this to, and we don't want that saturated of a blue. We're gonna drop it a little bit more to here. Let's see, West. Do I need any more cutouts? Honestly, I don't think so. Actually, if you could, if you can find like a flare, basically something like and maybe you don't even need to really do that. I was essentially just gonna grab like a flare like this, maybe edit it a little bit, and pull it from Photoshop, or not pull it from Photoshop, get the color I want, and just plop it in. Thank you, Che. I'm trying out here, man. I really am. Let me see. So this is the actual card. Let me actually start to name things. So this is the Palworld card. I'm still really struggling with these, man. Do you guys think there would be a like an actual accurate representation of like jobs for an icon? I don't think so. News, yes. About us, don't really know. I will scream if you need me, or if I need you, rather. Sorry. All right. Let me play with this though. So we got this mask group. We're gonna call this Nevergrave. And I think what the game plan is with this, guys, is because obviously we started here at 1 p.m. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the Wix Studio stuff done and it kind of like in gear today. So the plan is kind of to just get a little bit of the direction we're gonna go for what we're building here, and then next Monday we're gonna be able to build out everything that we've done here and put it into Wix Studio. Because today would be a very long live stream if we did both today, and I think you guys would see me dying and be like, this is no longer fun to watch. But I think that will be the plan. So we got Neverwinter, we have Craftopia. And then this is Art. Imposter. Okay, let me go into effects. I'm gonna do I guess we'll just do a drop shadow, and I think I want to do, let me see, because these guys definitely didn't. I want to do a I think I also want to, oh, we'll play around with it. We'll play around. Let me see if I can steal a color from the back, maybe. See you, Jake. Take it easy, man. Hopefully things get better, and enjoy the rest of your day, brother. Yeah, I'm not sure if I even want a glow. Maybe on hover, but don't think I want it on the whole thing. Let's see. Let me get Palworld out of here really quick because I need to alright, there's something else that needs to happen in this card. So I'm going to take this rectangle, copy paste it, bring it to top here. Actually, I'm going to delete that. I'll make a rectangle in here. Bring it inside of our Palworld card. And let's see. Make it a gradient. I'm going to do a diagonal gradient here. And again, I'm going to flip these. But I think we're going to, oops. We got linear. I don't like that color. Maybe we'll do like a... I don't know. We'll figure out the color in a second. But I need to... My back is burning. Free to play. Gotta bring that to the front. They also did like a little bit of a blur thing here. I'm gonna try to take the color of this. Take the effects. Blur. Increase this. Reduce the actual color. Make this white. And we really have to pick like a good font because this is not doing it. A safe one is always Montserrat, but I'm not sure if I want to actually stick with this. And we'll rock with 16. Or maybe 14. We'll do 14. Let me see. Let me turn this off. Okay, I like that better without that. Let's play this here. Let's get a stroke on this. Okay, read play. And this is where we are going to, I'm just going to have this here, Palworld. One, duplicate, do 18, set this to medium, use a plugin to generate some of these, basically just some lorem ipsum really quick, just for I think if we do have a gradient, I think it needs to be above everything. Actually, let me try this. Let me see if I do this. Let me see. And for... Hey Simo, what's going on, my friend? Just trying some things. We're trying to see what we can do in the realm of just making the Pocket Pair website just a little bit better. Or not even better, but just having fun with creating something. And thank you, West. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. But I'm gonna grab kind of want a it has been a while. We haven't live streamed in a hot minute. How you been? Let me see, what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to steal this blue that's up here. And I'm going to just make sure that this is 100. I'm going to make this semi. I'm going to get rid of the stroke. And what I want to do, I'm going to do a layer blur. And if I do this, I'm going to put this behind. Oopsies. I thought I duplicated the button. So let me copy that. Let me Control Z. Like all the way. Let me paste that. Put it behind. I'm still not really happy with the here, this is the button glow. I'm going to group these two. This is the get it now. Sure to put this in this group. Maybe we can make this a little bit smaller because it's more so of a tag than anything. All right, what else? I'm glad to hear that you're good, man. You've played Palworld a little too much. But how do you like the game? Is it good? Is it? How do you feel about it? Gradient animations are possible depending on how you make them. They are possible if you use if you're able to code them in Wix Studio. But there are ways that I kind of wanted to play around with in like you can have an asset that is a gradient that you can make animate based on hovers, scrolling, things like that I kind of wanted to play around with in Wix Studio based on what we build here today. But yeah, so we'll have to see. But yes, in short, gradient animations are possible. It's all depending on how you want to incorporate them, essentially. I still think. All right, we're gonna do that. Drop this here. This blue and green. Maybe I'll switch these. Yo, what's good, Garrett? Yo, I don't play Palworld yet. I have not built anything. I have not. Or I have not played anything. But you, Garrett, you like the game? And long time no see, sir. I've been watching your videos to keep updated. I'm glad everything is going well. And the last thing I saw was I think it was last week. It was like the medication, and your nurse enjoyed your dance. I also enjoyed your dance. No, I ain't downloading the Garrett. It looks. I'd rather watch it. You know, I'm not that. I don't even like Pokemon. Like, I like watching Pokemon. I've never been somebody where it's just like, ah. Let me see. But I'm glad to see that you and Felix and Nick are about to play it. I didn't know. Garrett, you know you're not alone. But that was an awesome piece of content, man. I'm glad you get the energy and the liveliness to be able to do that. Let me see. There is still something that should not be in here. I think I need to take this off. There it is. I was like, why does it look like it's popping? What do you mean? There's no hate here. There is just love. Let me do. What do I want to? I'm not even sure if I like this blue. All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your day, dude. I'm glad we caught each other. I didn't know you had this stream on your what's it called. That's kind of funny. But much appreciated, man. Enjoy your day. Oh, oh yeah, you were definitely not alone in that room. Someone was definitely there. All right, let's see. Color of what? All right, we're gonna pop this. Not sure I dig that either. I think it needs to be a different color. Maybe it has to be like. Maybe I can use Photo P really quick. Maybe change the color. Let's go file. Or the thing is, I know in Photoshop it's usually Control U to do the adjustments that I want. Let's go ahead and do color balance. Maybe it's not color balance. I know I probably could do that, but I'm gonna do, I think it's hue and saturation. I'll get a green one. Save that, close that. And we are going to switch this color. We're going to try to grab a green. Okay. Alrighty. 50 hours of game time already. I guess that it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, guys, I really don't know what I want to do in terms of this menu over here. Like, I'm gonna try to, but it's really not gonna be UX friendly. So I want to just type in job really quick, see if anything pops up. Highly doubt it. So I guess this would work, but it's not like friendly, like game. So let's do. Yeah, this probably makes no sense. We'll try to grab that. Let's do news. And thanks, Simo. I appreciate you, brother. Grab news. And then we'll do about. Okay. So these all kind of have a little bit different of a line thickness. Like this is thin, this is a little bit thicker, and this is super thick. And I do not want that. Maybe I can, oh, and they're photos, so we can't really edit them. I'll just do about again, see if I can find something a little bit thinner. Maybe this one. Even still, I don't like the way that looks. Let's try a different one. Instead of icon or flat icon, let's just go to icons here. Let's do icon 8. Let's see what we got. And let's see, can we do SVG? You have to pay for SVGs. Let's do about. Let's try. So we've got one. Let's try news. Maybe this can be announcements. Announcements, and let's see, job. Maybe. I wouldn't think that this is a job sort of icon, but we'll take it. At least they're consistent. We're gonna move all this other stuff to the side. I'm gonna move all these here. And I am gonna plop these into Photopea very quickly. So we get the white version of them. Save that. Save that. And last one. Save that. Okay. I'm gonna align all these. Distribute them evenly. Just scale them down. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually just gonna do news. About. I'm just going to do jobs. So those are all. Okay. Just going to line everything. And I'm going to drop these to about 14. Okay, I'm gonna group these, or actually before I group, maybe I'll drop these to 12. Make sure everything is lined again. Yeah, Photopea in Figma is actually really, I don't have to go back and forth between Photoshop and Figma, so that's actually really nice. And okay, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm gonna just group these again. 1, 2, 3. Select these 3. Make sure that they are properly. I'm gonna just do Shift A so that they are in a frame and equally distributed. And I'm just going to make sure that this is centered in my section here. Take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. See you later, West. And let's see. Just kind of trying to play around with what I want to see here. Now this frame I do want inside. Here we go. Good. This is 25. I'm going to set this to 25 as well. I'm going to drop these two. Alright, let me delete this and let me start to get some of the other content in here so it starts to look a little bit less empty. Alright, let's go to maybe I'll push this down a little bit. And then I'll do trailers. Jump this to like 64. And we will do Montserrat for now. Find the center. Maybe we'll do 40, 42 for now. We don't need to have it super large. Have that centered. Okay. Maybe we'll move these puppies up just a little bit. Alright, I want to take this entire thing. Alright, we're going to group this. We are going to group that as well, so I can move this as a unit. Move that up, move this up. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this. Maybe we'll pop this over here, trailers. This comes this way. Have 2 lines. All right, it's looking a little better. I do feel like these probably should be see-through icons. Or maybe another version. We'll just go here. Boom. Select these both, Shift A. Boom. I'm just making sure. Zero. So we got 2 options. We could do either 1 or 2. And I kind of want to try this one. See if this works out. Okay. Well, at least we have semi 2 options we can play with. Either the horizontal or the vertical ones. But I feel like the vertical ones play a little bit better with what we have down below. It's a little bit more uniform. Yeah, I like it. CMOC. I like this better. Like I think like this is cool and all, but I think this is better. Let's see, where else can we do? I think I'm gonna increase the opacity of what we got going on back here just a little bit more. Back here, we're gonna, I think I'm gonna, I'm just trying different colors. All right, boom. I still think this is a little too green back there. I think that's a nice blue. All right. Got the Palworld. I think we need this rectangle. Play around with this a little bit more, the drop shadow. Okay. I feel like this should be like 16. All right, now let me get some of the other content in here. We need to do. When did you make that web design on the right? Actually, I did not make that at all. That is not mine. That is from a fellow from Dribble. His username is Offriginal, and he works for Horizon. And essentially, like, I am trying to reproduce how and or what Palworld is, or really Pocket Pair, how they've designed their website, and I'm trying to do our version of that. If that makes sense. Let's see. I wonder if I can do a circle really quick. I'm gonna give the effect, no, I don't want a stroke. I want the effect of a layer blur. I'm gonna take the color of this. Oops, what the fuck did I just do? Alright, and I wonder if I can do, let's see, this is pass through. Color dodge, overlay. Hard light, difference. Alright, we'll just stick with normal. I'm essentially trying to get this effect here. Okay, let me get. I just need to fill these other things out, or it continues to look so. What is it? So blank without anything else. All right, so let me just. I'm gonna go back to. Their websites here, and I'm gonna go to the inspector. I'm gonna try to grab this content here. Open it in a new page, copy. And we're just kind of going to do that for the rest of the content. And we'll do Nevergrave. AI imposter. And there's one more game that they have, which is Craftopia, and I'm just gonna steal it from here. I'm gonna grab Over Dungeon. Alright, so this is Craftopia. I'm just going to... So why was I able to paste this into there? It's not letting me do it here. Paste to replace. No. Paste here. That makes no sense. Okay. Control V. That's so weird, man. I don't understand why I can't. Just put it in there. Alright, whatever. One. Right click. Use this mask. Let me go ahead and find the actual image. Pull it in. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. In this piece, I am going to do I do need a stream, like the stream logo for the Get It Now, because that's the call to action. Let's see. Close this real quick. Right, and I'm trying to think, do I want to put Nevergrave here, or do I want to put something else? Decisions. Do 50. Oh no, I'll do 60. I'm just messing around with some things now. And we could put the Nevergrave stuff. I think that could work for now. We're gonna do an effect, drop shadow here. Let's see what we want to do. Maybe get a different color. Let's actually get a nice purple in here. All right. So I think this is what we're rocking with, and let me get away from all this clutter so we can actually see what we're rocking with. I wonder where the... Here it is. Like, what did we do with the line? The line did, like, not come over. Alright. Perfecto. Alright, we got a little bit of line. Okay. Now, with this stuff, I have them as... Oopsies. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a back plate on these things. So like a dark rectangle. What is this? Yeah, some of this stuff is the way that Figma has you build it is so strange. Okay, alright. We're just gonna do image. Okay, that's the image. We're just gonna do a fill back plate. Put this on top. Oopsies. Why is this a subtract? Oh, this is so weird. Let's remove that. Okay, so that's the logo. This is the image. This is the subtract. I don't know what this is. All right, well, guys, this is like as much as I want to do at the moment, because all this stuff I'm going to be rebuilding next week in Wix Studio and actually applying animations, things like that, actual video. And that's where I want to spend the majority of the time there. And plus, we're rocking up on 2 hours anyway. It's a good time to pause, relax, and do the rest next week. Let's see here. I do want to need to add a... The thing here is I want to be able to add like a back plate. I don't want to... I want to put this underneath. Oh, there we go. Boom. So we can turn that on. This back plate will be 100%, and the image I will drop the opacity to like 50. Okay. Maybe drop this to somewhere in there. All right, guys. So I am super excited to try to make this, to make this in Wix Studio. It's going to be a lot more interactive than this. This is just like, what is the layout going to be? But we're going to add some of our parallax, some of the loading animations, and it will be a lot cooler than what we did today. Today was just like, what the hell am I going to do to actually put this in Wix Studio? But I think this is kind of what we're going to rock with. We now know what the assets are going to be, things of that nature, and I think I might add, let me go ahead and do that really quick at the moment. Let's do Wix, let's do, what? So they have a download on Steam. Let's see. And I might do my own version of this for next week too. Because again, it's super important to make sure that things are consistent. We got these two here. And one thing I'm going to do, photo P it up again. And I am just going to hit transparency. And I'm just going to do black all around. Save. Cut this out, actually put it inside of the card that we have. Okay. Maybe next time you can incorporate the blue dino mascot game icon in Twitter profile pic. What do you mean exactly? What I mean, there's a ton of things that we could probably do that make it really interesting. Like, we could probably next time incorporate some of these, you know, some of these guys into the picture. As well. It might be really interesting to see kind of what we're able to do. I'm not sure if the blue guy is an actual it's an actual mascot, but it would be really interesting to have like some of these on top, and like as you like move your whatchamacallit, as you move your mouse, you get some of these guys to kind of move. So that could be something that is interesting. I do want to lock. I want to make all of this kind of its own thing here. Let me go ahead and, oops. I'm gonna group that. I'm gonna call this menu. And maybe we'll get one flying guy in there. His wing is cut off, so I don't really like the way that is, but his wing is cut off too. Yeah, but maybe we can play around with some of this stuff. Oh, they're a game icon. I got you. Yeah, but maybe we can do something like this. I don't know. Maybe be able to push this guy to the back of the card. Maybe make him a little bit smaller. And then maybe I can grab one more. I think that's a little too much, but we can play around with it. Yeah, definitely a little too much, but oopsies. All right, so this is what we'll be rocking with next week in Wix Studio. Every Monday, we're going to be doing a Making Monday, so that is that, guys. All right, thank you for hanging out. I know this was very much like we're going to show up, we're going to make something happen, but I appreciate those who stopped by, hung out, and also offered a lot of help. So, all right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Let me actually move to here really quick. All right, guys, so if you have not yet joined our community is newform.com, or excuse me, newform.community. This is a place where we share tips, tricks, help each other as creative designers, web designers, help each other through the challenges that we have as designers, whether it's through creative challenges, technical challenges, especially if you are a Wix Studio user, or we have other people who are actually proficient in Figma, other than myself, who help our 6,000 plus creatives in our community. So if you guys want to join the community, links are down below. But I will see you tomorrow in our community for a Wix specific technical challenges. If you guys have problems in Wix Studio, you want to learn a little bit more about it, in our Discord we have a 1-hour session with the Wix support team and myself to help you guys get unstuck, ask questions for you guys to ask questions about Wix Studio. We have your answers. And other than that, we will see you on Wednesday for our community chat as a group at 1 p.m. EST. All the information is in our community, so if you want to learn more, join the community, and we'll see you there. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, and we always have events with Cole on the weekends. For those of you guys who are design specific, Figma, UI, UX, product designers, we got all the cool stuff for you. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and thank you, guys. Simo, it's good to see you as always, and for all those who kept hanging out with us, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.